Hey everybody, it's Zakti Rose. We're doing a little bit of light yoga today. Go ahead and come to your mat. And we'll start in child's pose this time. So widen your legs, reach your fingertips long, and we'll start with the meditation in child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Take a big breath in, let your belly fill up, and then exhale, sink into the mat. Inhale, big belly breath. Exhale, sinking down. Finding the space in between your eyes, your third eye, just start to rock your forehead onto the mat, side to side. And then reach your fingertips even longer, open up your shoulder blades. Take another deep breath. And exhale, sink into the mat. Start to rock your hips from side to side. And walk your fingertips to the right side of your mat. Keep your hips where they are. Reach your fingertips along. Reach the left hip bone back. Breathe into the left side of your body. Start to slowly walk your fingertips over towards the left side of the mat, keeping hips where they are. Reach fingertips along. Lift your elbows for a little more. And take a couple breaths here. Walking slowly back to the center, finding your child's pose. And start to slowly lift your torso up to sit, stacking shoulders on top of your hips. Bring the thighs close together, heart comes to prayer, or hands come to heart and prayer. We'll take a couple breaths here, thinking about our mantra throughout the class as Om, Shanti Om. Om is the sound of the universe, and Shanti is peace in Sanskrit. So we'll think about peace for the universe here. Om, Shanti Om. Taking long exhales. Om, Shanti Om. Peace for the universe. Good, and then bringing that prayer up to your third eye. Asking the universe for guidance and the eyes to see during this meditation time. pressing your thumbs against the third eye for a little bit of pressure release. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. And then exhale, let's twist towards the right side. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to twist, looking towards the opposite shoulder. Sitting nice and tall through your sits bones. Finding a long spine through the crown of your head. Take an inhale as you lengthen. And exhale, let's twist a little more from the navel. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, twisting towards the left. Inhale to lengthen, fingertips just may barely touch the mat. Exhale, twisting towards that left shoulder, keeping hips square, twist from your navel. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Good. Inhale, arms back up towards the ceiling. Bring your chest straight. We'll twist over to the right this time. Finding a little rounding of the shoulder blades at the top of your torso. Just a little rounding, breathing into your shoulders here, relaxing your head. Take a breath. Exhale, fold a little more up and over. Inhale back to center, hands touch prayer at the top. And then exhale, fingertips back towards the left side, up and over, rounding over, breathing into shoulder blades, separating shoulders. Inhale, arms back to the center, coming through. Hands to prayer to the third eye. Hands to heart center. And release the hands down. Go ahead and bring the legs in front of you. The legs will stay bent, feet onto the mat. We'll bring our legs towards one side and then the other, just taking a couple windmills. So the feet can be pretty wide, about hips distance apart. And we'll just make space into our hip flexors here. Keep lifting through your chest. Good. This time, as we let the legs fall towards the right side gently, let's bring our body towards the back of the mat and find a little release. Good. We'll come back through center, windmill the legs towards the other side, and then find your torso behind you. You can reach the fingertips wide. You can bring them to the side, wherever you feel most comfortable. And then we'll begin to flow through this on your own time. So you can take it as fast or as slow as you'd like. Good, and then coming back through center, let's cross over our legs, coming to your tabletop. So we'll press into all 10 fingertips, rotate the shoulders open so the chest remains open. Find a nice neutral spine here, long through the crown of the head, along through the tailbone behind you, belly button zipped up towards the ceiling, towards your spine to support. As you inhale, reach your chest forward, arch your spine, but keep the belly button lifted. And then from here, we'll exhale, keep lifting towards the ceiling as we round and curl for a cat. And then begin to flow through this on your own time. always having the option of bringing any organic movement into your practice. Inhale, find your neutral spine. From here, flip your toes so you're onto the balls of your feet. You'll lift your knees about 2 inches. Take a breath in, and then exhale, lift your knees so the body stays exactly where it is, just hovering the knees above the mat, finding the fire in your belly here. Take an inhale, and exhale. Squeeze your core. Inhale, and exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, and release those knees down. Staying in your tabletop, we'll take a tail wag towards the left. So our hips come towards the left cheek. And then we'll tail wag towards the right. Keep it going here, looking back to the hips behind you. Good, and then coming back to that neutral spine once again, press into the balls of your feet, lift those knees about 2 inches, hovering above the mat, long spine. Take an inhale, and exhale it out. Use your core as you exhale, breathe it in, and long exhale, exhale. One more breath in, exhale, and release those knees down. Start to take circles with your cat-cow. Attention to your breath, letting it lead you. Inhale anything positive, exhale anything negative. Inhale, coming back to your neutral spine. Press into the balls of your feet. This time come into a down dog. So press your hips up towards the ceiling, bending the knees as much as you need, finding a long spine. Press into all 10 fingertips. Keep externally rotating to open through the shoulder blades while keeping the chest open. Release your shoulders away from your ears, shaking your head from side to side. Maybe the heels come down to the mat. And we'll snake through our spine to find an extended plank. So maybe you'll have to shift your fingertips or shift your feet to find your hands directly over your shoulders. Take an inhale here and exhale. Good, breathe it in. Exhale, breathe it out. Inhale your pranayama, life force energy. Exhale, release any stale energy, and press back into your downward dog. Good, let's start to walk it out, bending one leg and then the other, noticing where there is maybe a tight spot on your leg, maybe it's your calf or your hamstrings, maybe somewhere different. Really breathe into that tightness. Embrace it and try to relax. Send your life force energy there. And we'll snake through our spine once again, finding our plank. Pressing out of the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale here for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Press back towards your downward dog. From here, keep the equal weight in between your feet. Take a reach towards the left calf with the right arm. So opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping everything in the center, just reaching those right hands back towards the calf. We'll hold it here, release the neck. And we'll switch. Right hand comes back down towards your downward dog, and then reach the left fingertips over. Maybe you find a little twist in the upper body. Looking underneath your right armpit. Then we'll switch it out once more. Looking underneath your left armpit. Weight equal on both feet. Good. Reaching that left hand back. Coming back to your downward dog. We'll snake our spine, finding that plank once again. From here, release those knees down, finding your tabletop. Strong abs, strong body. Take a breath as you tap the opposite arm to the opposite leg or thigh in your tabletop. We'll tap. Take a breath, exhale and tap. Trying your best to keep that weight steady and not shifting too much. That's the goal. Keep tapping, keep breathing. Maybe lower those knees down a little more if you notice that the hips are rising. Good. And press back to your downward dog. We'll walk your feet forward towards your fingertips and find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Release your head. Bending the knees as much as you can or need. Grabbing for opposite elbows. And then placing your hands on top of your shins. Inhale, lengthen your chest, lengthen your spine, come into your half lift. Finding your long neutral spine here. And then exhale, forward fold. Maybe grabbing the back of the leg or just releasing those arms down. Finding where you feel natural. And then inhale, we'll come into our half lift again. Lengthen through your chest. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we'll start to roll our spine one vertebra at a time to stand. Keep those knees bent. Keep the abs lifting the spine up to the ceiling. Slowly, slowly come to stand. Roll your shoulders up and back. Finding your ground here, palms facing forward. Finding the three corners of your feet. The big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel lifting through your arch. Finding your ground in this Tadasana. Inhale, raise your arms, your fingertips above your head, finding your prayer at the top, bringing it through your third eye. Asking for the eyes to see. And bringing your hands to your heart. Asking your heart to be open and warm. And release the arms down, Tadasana. Reach the arms over your head. Clasp the left hand with your right arm. Take an inhale. Keep the hips where they are as you lift up and over towards the right side, breathing into the left side of your body. Take a breath to grow, and an exhale to arch. Inhale, coming back to center. We'll release and find our left hand on the right wrist. Reach the arms high. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you fold. Always finding that lift in the arch. Good, coming back to center. Clasp your hands, bring your palms towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, twist towards the right side. Lengthen and arch over. Reaching through the palms of your hands, breathing into your shoulder blades. Inhale back to center. Take a breath, twist towards the left, Bottom half stays where it is. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to round. Breathe into your shoulder blades. Relax your head, relax your neck. And inhale back towards the center, flat back or roll all the way down, finding your forward fold. Good. Take a little sway at the bottom, maybe grabbing one elbow or grabbing onto your elbows. Just an option. And then let's sway our way back up. Clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale to open your chest. Take a breath here. You can stay here or fold forward to open your chest. Good. Release gently the hands down to the mat. Take an inhale for your half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step the right foot back, step your left foot back into your plank, release your knees. Shift your chest forward, hips and chest meet, elbows towards the side. Inhale, half lift or cobra. And then exhale, keep squeezing the elbows against your side. Keep pressing the shoulders away from your ears to find your tabletop. Into your child's pose. Child's pose will be here for you throughout the whole class. You can choose to take your chaturanga or you can choose to rest in this child's pose. Good. Reach your fingertips up towards the top of the mat. And then start to tuck your tailbone under as you roll or snake your spine forward, finding your cat. Finding your neutral spine, lift through your chest, open your heart, flip your toes or the balls of your feet are onto the mat, and then come into your downward dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep those hips square so the right toes are facing the floor. Take a look at your foot. If it's out to the side, turn those toes down towards the floor. Maybe the leg just lowered a little bit. That's okay. Bring the right knee in towards your chest and plank. Take an inhale to lift towards the ceiling and gently plant the right foot in between your hands. Inhale for your low lunge. Lifting through your chest. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back or rolling up all the way to your Tadasana mountain pose. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Bring your hands to prayer through your third eye, through your heart, and release your palms out by your side for Tadasana. Inhale, reach those arms above the head. And exhale, flat back or roll down to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, bend the legs, step the right or the left foot back, step the right foot back. You can come into your child's pose or you can come into your chaturanga or your small flow, pressing through tabletop, and we'll all meet in child's pose. Reach your fingertips forward, round your spine through cat to stand into your tabletop. Inhale for your neutral spine and press back to your downward dog. Reach your left leg back and up. Point the back toes down to the mat to square your hips. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bring the left knee in towards your chest. Lift to plant that left foot in between your hands. Inhale to lengthen your chest. Pulling that left hip back, right hip forward, finding your power as you lift your abs away from the leg here. Open through your chest, take a breath in, and exhale, step forward, forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll or flat back to rise. Hands to third eye. Prayer to heart center. Inhale, release for your Tadasana mountain pose, finding your ground here through your feet and lifting through your heart. Take an inhale, raise your arms, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, come into your child's pose, or bring those knees down, hips, chest, meet. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, press through tabletop, come to child's pose. Reach your fingertips round through your spine as you come into your cat. Inhale, lengthen tabletop, flip the toes, downward dog. Reach the right leg back and up. Square those toes towards the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee to chest. Release right foot in between the hands. Inhale, low lunge, lengthen your chest. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Release that back knee down. You can stay here, bring the hands toward your thigh, or reach the arms up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Keep the back body active as you lift through the front of that left hip to stretch and breathe into your hip flexor. Maybe you come a little deeper, keeping the back body on. Release those hands down outside of the right foot. Lift the back knee, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll or flat back to stand. Hands to your third eye in prayer. Hands to heart center. Release Tadasana mountain pose. Finding your ground even in your highest point. Inhale, reach your arms above the head. Exhale, flat back or round forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back. Maybe you're ready for your big flow. If you are, go ahead and come halfway down. Flip your toes, inhale for your upward dog. Keep the thighs off of the mat. Keep the abs lifting towards the ceiling. Keep the neck in line, so more forward. And then use your abs to press back into your downward dog. Reach your right leg back and up. Let's open that, oh, my bad, left leg. Left leg up and back. Toes facing down, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Release the left foot in between your hands. Lengthen your chest, finding your low lunge. And now let's release that right knee down. Hands come towards your thigh or inhale up towards the ceiling. Breathe into that right hip as you lift. Good, hands come down to frame the front foot. Lift the back knee, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands to the third eye. Hands to heart center. Tadasana, Om Shanti Om. Om, Om Shanti Om. Peace for the universe. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, come into your small flow or big flow, or maybe take your child's pose. We'll meet. And downward dog. Go ahead and come into your child's pose. Reach your fingertips forward. Take a moment here. Reach through your fingertips. Arch your spine, coming in to your cat. Hands below the shoulders. Inhale, neutral spine. Press into the balls of your feet, downward dog. Good, this time inhale, reach your right leg back, open through your hip. Keeping the weight equal between both hands. Bending that right leg if it feels okay to do so. Kind of maybe exploring what this feels like. And then start to straighten the legs, square the hip. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Plant the right foot. Inhale, lift your low lunge. Exhale, release that back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Good. Hands plant or frame the front foot. Lengthen the back leg, lift the back knee. Let's plant the right heel down. So 2 heels in one line. Inhale, warrior one. Take an inhale here. Maybe if your shoulders are tight, we widen our arms a little bit, creating space in your neck. Good, and then go ahead and open through your chest as you widen your arms. And then round forward, bringing your forearms together, palms facing the ceiling. Breathe into your shoulder blades, and then inhale, open through your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, woo. Open through your heart. From here, plant the hands. Step the back foot forward. Walk the toes together, and maybe there's a little space between your heels. Release the head. Sit the hips down. Inhale, take a chair, take a sit back. So we're lifting out of our pelvic floor so we can really use our hamstrings. Core is zipped in. Maybe you sit back a little more, keeping that engaged. Open your arms as much as you need to. Take a breath. And rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the left foot back behind you. Step the right foot back, taking your small flow, your big flow, or your child's pose. Good. Left leg up and back, open up that left hip. You can bend the left leg, you can rock the hips back and forth, just feeling what this is like in your body. Good. Straighten that leg, square your hips, toes back down facing the mat. Bring the left knee in towards your chest. Lift to plant that left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Good. Plant the hands to frame the foot, the front foot. Lift the back knee. 2 heels in one line. The back toes can angle towards the front right corner of your mat. Inhale, lengthen up. Rise to stand for your warrior 1. Pull that left hip back. Keep lengthening through or lifting up through the back arch. Take an inhale as you open through your chest and round the upper body. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, back through your warrior 1. Plant those hands, step forward, forward fold. Walk the toes to touch. If for some reason this isn't comfortable on your hips, you can remain or you can keep those feet hips distance. You don't have to walk those feet together. Bend the legs, sit back into your hips. Chair pose, inhale, lift your arms up. You can always take those hands to prayer if shoulders are too tight. Take another inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. One more breath in. Exhale, and inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back. Choose your flow. Reach the right leg up and back. Open through the hip. Square the leg. Right knee to nose. Plant the hand or the foot in between the hands. Inhale, low lunge. Release the back knee down. Inhale, lift the arms on Anjaneyasana. Maybe you can come a little lower this time. Maybe you're starting to feel opening through your hip. Good, plant those hands to frame the front foot. Lift the back knee, 2 heels in one line. Inhale, warrior 1. From here, cross the right arm underneath the left. Maybe you could come, bring your forearms together, or cross it under. Take an inhale as you lift through the elbows. Lift the chest, shoulders keep pressing down, round forward. Breathe into your shoulder blades. Bend the front knee if it moved a little. Lower body stays. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale to lift. Unclasp the arms. Clasp the hands behind your back. Open your chest. Fold forward, humble warrior. The inside of that right leg is really pressing onto the right side of your body to keep those inner thighs and the midline engaged. Release your head. Inhale, lift. And plant those hands beside the front foot. Step forward, forward fold. Walk those toes to touch if that was comfortable. Sit back, inhale, find your chair. Maybe hands come to heart center. Good, and rise to stand. forward fold. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, find your flow. Left leg back and up, open the left leg, bend the back knee. Square the hip, point the toe down to the mat, left knee in towards your chest. Lift to plant the front foot, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Front hands come down to frame the foot. Lift the back leg, plant the heels, warrior one. Left arm comes below the right arm. Maybe the palms or the back of the hands touch, maybe you can cross, or maybe the forearms come together. Keep the front leg where it is, keep it bent. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. One more, lift. And exhale, forward. Lifting back up, uncross those arms. Clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale to lift through the chest. Release forward, humble warrior. Inhale to lift through the chest. Exhale, plant those hands. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale. Lift the chest as you bend the legs, finding your chair. Take a couple breaths. Lift through your pelvic floor, squeeze those inner thighs together. Next, inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Find whichever flow you want. Let's come into our child's pose if you're not there already. Reach your fingertips forward, round the spine, come into that cat. Find the neutral spine tabletop. Press to downward dog. Reach the right leg back and up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Plant the right foot. Inhale, low lunge. Release back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Hands frame the front foot. Lift the back leg. 2 heels in one line. Inhale. Warrior one. Clasp the hands behind the back. Lengthen through your chest. Humble warrior. Release the hands down to frame the foot. Straighten the front leg. Maybe bring the back toes in a little more. Flat back. Breathe into the back of your right leg. You can lift through the chest. You can keep the leg as bent as you need. Release forward. Bend the front leg. Lift the chest. Step the back foot forward. Forward fold. Toes are touching. Inhale to lift. Find your chair once again. From here, let's rise to stand. Open up the arms, right hand underneath the left arm. Sit back into your chair. Lift the right leg, cross it over the left. Maybe the right foot touches the mat, the toes are just down to help you stabilize. Maybe you can cross the foot around the calf. Keep squeezing those inner thighs together. Find the chair position here. Take an inhale, open through your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Uncross the legs, uncross the arms. Open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Find your flow. We'll meet in child's pose. Reach the fingertips forward, round the spine to lift through your cat. Find a neutral spine for tabletop. Press into the balls, lift, downward dog. Reach the left leg back and up, keeping the hips square, toes down to the mat. Left knee in towards your chest. Rise, lift to plant that foot. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale, back knee comes down in Anjaneyasana. Maybe your hands are in prayer. Maybe you keep those arms wide. Keeping the back body turned on to open up the front of your hip. Take one more breath. Exhale, frame the hands with at the front foot. Lift the back knee. 2 heels in one line. Inhale, warrior one. Clasp the hands behind your back, open through your chest, humble warrior. Release those hands down to frame the front foot, straighten that front leg. You can lift the chest as much as you need. You can walk that foot more forward to make yourself more comfortable, but keep pulling that left hip back and keep those inner thighs and pelvic floor, hamstrings active as you fold forward. Good. Take an inhale, lift through your chest, step the back front forward, forward fold. Bring the toes together if that feels good. Inhale, lift into your chair. Rise to stand, cross the left arm under the right, finding your eagle arms. Take a moment, sit back into your chair, lift the left leg, cross it over the right. Breathe into your shoulders. Opening up the back body while keeping the front and the chest open as well. Maybe you sink a little lower. Maybe you start to round forward. Inhale, lift the chest, uncross the legs, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back. We'll meet in child's pose. Let's go ahead and enter your way down. So we'll be laying all the way down onto the mat. You can place your hands or your forehead on top of your hands. Bend your knees so the feet come up towards the ceiling. And we'll start to take our windmill as we rock the legs from side to side gently. Good, straighten out those legs, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press back again into your child's pose. Walk the hands over towards the right. Keep those hips in the center. Walk the hands over towards the left. Walk hands back to the center. And let's roll all the way up to sit. Bringing the thighs close together. Palms onto your thighs. Sitting here, coming back to Om Shanti, Om, peace for the universe. Inhaling truth. Exhaling lies. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale positive energy, exhaling stale energy. Bringing your hands to the third eye in prayer. Asking the universe for the eyes to see. And the wisdom to know what's right. Bring your hands to heart center, to open up your heart. Release the hands, bring your hips to one side, swing the legs out in front of you, maybe you inch a little bit further up your mat. We'll bring the right knee in towards your chest and release that leg gently out to the side. Inhale as you lengthen through your sit bones, maybe you scoot back a little bit to make sure you're on top. Inhale, reach your arms over your head to lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist your torso towards the left leg, towards the knee. Inhale, lengthen as you hinge from the hips. Bring the hands down towards the mat. We won't go all the way just yet. Inhale, lengthen your chest. And then exhale to round. Inhale to lengthen. Open through the chest. And exhale to round. You can keep doing this, or as you lengthen and round, we'll start to walk our fingertips out a little more. And then exhale, round a little more. Inhale to lengthen and open, elongating your spine, and exhale to round, kind of just snaking the spine. And until we come into our final resting in this pose, release down. If you'd like to take a block or a pillow, you can always bring that to your thigh, so you can lay your forehead on top of it to find a little extra rest. If your head isn't touching your legs, sometimes that's uncomfortable, so you can always put a block there onto the third eye to also release the pressure from the neck. with the pillow. Inhale, lengthen the arms, and exhale, release them down. Let's bring the right leg out and draw that left knee in towards your chest, gently releasing it out to the side. Inhale to lengthen on top of your sits bones. Reach your arms to the ceiling. And then exhale with the long spine, hinge forward from your hip. Make sure we twist towards the right leg as we come forward. And then from here, we'll open through the chest, the long spine, and a little round. Inhale for a long spine, lifting up, and exhale for a round. And then we'll gently start to take this a little lower as you begin to snake through. And then you can come into your final stretch here, taking the pillow or a block to your third eye to release the neck and the head. And then when you're ready, releasing that pillow, inhale up with a flat back, reach your arms above your head, and release the arms down. We'll take the left leg out. Make sure you're tall on your sits bones, lengthen the arms, and hinging from the hips. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to round, taking the snake in our pike. Until you're ready to release down, taking that pillow option if you would like, even here. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift up with a flat back, and exhale, release. Take your pillows. We'll bring one to the bottom of your mat, coming towards your favorite side. We'll lay down our head onto our pillow or a block. You can place your block here, or you can place your pillow or block in between your thighs. Closing your eyes and breathing. And let's gently come out of this. You'll bring the pillow between your thighs on below the other pillow. Come onto your hips as we'll lay all the way down, opening, just making the chest a little taller, keeping the head in line with the shoulders as you can open up through your chest. If you have blocks, you would put them one on the medium height long, and then one on the medium height sideways to support the spine here. stay here, you can. If you'd like to come into the next resting pose, go ahead and take both of your pillows and bring them to either side. We'll come all the way down, bring the legs in, feet together, knees apart, coming into supported Supta Baddha Konasana. Arms can come down by your side, palms facing the ceiling. And you can stay here as long as you'd like, or go ahead and release those pillows, straighten the legs out long into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Roll the shoulders down your back, open through your chest. Bring your palms down towards your thighs for a little bit of grounding. Sit tall, take an inhale. Exhale, 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 longer. Inhale, pranayama. Exhale, stale energy. One more big inhale. And exhale, 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 all the air out. Raise your arms above your head. Coming into prayer, bring that prayer to your third eye. Bring the prayer to your heart. Om Shanti Om.